In the 1960s, a counterculture emerged, comprising idealistic young people with values diverging from mainstream society. Primarily composed of white middle-class youths, this movement, known as the counterculture, embraced the label hippies. Aligned with some beliefs of the New Left, the counterculture members were disillusioned with mainstream society, disapproving of its materialism and technological focus. Their distinct ideas about war led many hippies to reject American society and strive to create a new one centered on principles of peace and love. The hippie culture of the 1960s was characterized by distinctive features such as rock and roll music, unconventional clothing, and the use of illegal drugs, notably marijuana and the hallucinogenic drug LSD. Hippies typically donned jeans, tie-dyed t-shirts, and love beads, often growing long hair, a choice viewed as disrespectful by conservative adults. Many opted for communal living, joining large groups known as communes. San Francisco's Haight-Ashbury became a popular hub for hippies due to the widespread availability of drugs. Over time, the counterculture movement experienced a decline, marked by increasing violence and the deterioration of many urban communes. The widespread use of drugs also contributed to the movement's downturn. Ultimately, hippies discovered the challenges of sustaining themselves outside mainstream America, realizing the need for financial resources to live. Consequently, many individuals chose to reintegrate into mainstream society as a means of practical survival. While the counterculture movement collapsed within a few years, some of its aspects left a lasting impact on mainstream culture. The movement's rebellious spirit influenced the world of art, contributing to the rise of popular or pop art in the 1960s. Iconic pop artist Andy Warhol created bright, simple, commercial-looking images, often featuring mass-produced motifs like soup cans. These artworks suggested a loss of individual freedoms to a cookie-cutter lifestyle. The most enduring legacy of the counterculture movement lies in its influence on music, particularly rock and roll. Rock music, a popular form of entertainment, continues to thrive. The Beatles, a highly influential British band, played a pivotal role in rock music's integration into mainstream America, leaving an indelible mark on cultural history. Woodstock, a monumental outdoor rock concert in upstate New York during the summer of 1969, showcased the immense popularity of rock and roll. Surpassing expectations, over 400,000 people attended the three-day event, where various popular bands and musicians performed. Despite the large crowd, Woodstock remained peaceful and well-organized. The counterculture movement also influenced the expression of political ideas through protest songs. Young people used music to address societal issues, advocate for civil rights, and voice opposition to the Vietnam War. Notable artists like Bob Dylan, Joan Baez, and Pete Seeger used their songs as a platform for social commentary. Moreover, the counterculture movement played a role in shaping American social attitudes. Its relaxed approach to relationships contributed to the sexual revolution, prompting increased discussion and portrayal of sex and violence in the American media, an aspect rarely addressed before this period. In the late 1960s, the counterculture faced criticism from mainstream Americans who attributed the decline of traditional values to the movement. Conservative groups labeled it a threat to law and order, accusing its members of immorality. This backlash influenced the political landscape, leading to the nomination of Richard Nixon as the Republican presidential candidate in 1968. Nixon's platform emphasized conservative values and law and order, resonating with many voters and securing his election. Subsequently, Nixon implemented more conservative policies in the nation,